Are you concerned that the young India that voted for you in such big numbers in 14 and 19 is now beginning to feel disenchanted?
Rahul, young India is not cynical like madam.
Khatam.
It's not having doomsday predictions. Young India is positive, young India is hopeful, young India is looking forward to a very bright, positive future. Therefore, the young India very clearly understands, and also young India, Rahul, I keep saying this, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a product of New India. For the first time, India has the largest number of young, educated, middle-class electorate, which is why 70 years of the kind of dirty politics that was practiced does not hold ground and has no currency in this new India, and will be rejected lock, stock and barrel repeatedly as long as they continue with those old
policies. There is going to be high poverty, where crimes against women will rise.
Smell the coffee, stop being cynical and get up. Let's build a new India. Thank you so much.
Here, OIC becomes strong in Maharashtra. If you vote for OIC here, OIC becomes strong in Bihar. If you vote for OIC here, OIC becomes strong in a Muslim locality in Karnataka. If you support OIC here, OIC will become strong in Uttar Pradesh. And what does OIC mean? Who is OIC? OIC is Muhammad Ali Jinnah's new avatar. We must defeat him. हम सबको याद है अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी कैसा बयान दिया था, वो 15 मिनट का बयान। मैं उनको आज इधर से याद करना चाहता हूं। अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी और असादुद्दीन ओवैसी, सुनिए, ये निजामों का काल नहीं है, ये निजामों का काल नहीं है, ये हिंदू हृदय सम्राट नरेंद्र मोदी जी का समय है। आपका कुछ इधर नहीं चलेगा। MIM की टेररिज्म को बंद करने के लिए चैलेंज हैदराबाद, जय श्री राम के लिए, युवा मोर्चा के लिए, तेलंगाना की इस पवित्र धरती को और ऊंचाई तक लेने के लिए चेंज हैदराबाद। मेरे साथ बोलिए, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम।
I have two questions, both Tejasvi sir. One is the rapid fire fun question. So, yes, so beach party or pool party, what is your idea of a good party?
Bharatiya Janata Party.
जो भी नजर में वो असली है, नकली है, ये तेरी हसल नहीं मोनोपोली है।
Very next day, sir, the very next day, Shaheen Bagh protests start and hundreds of innocent Muslim women misled, incited, they come out onto the streets, sir, and they are used as shields by all these radical Islamist outfits supported by the Congress ecosystem to further their agenda of breaking this country. What are the slogans raised? Too much has been discussed about Kapil Mishra's so-called hate speech, sir, but I would want to draw the attention of the House just to the slogans that were raised during the protest. Jinnah wali azadi. What is this Jinnah wali azadi? Hinduon se azadi, kafiron se azadi. These were the slogans that were raised in these protests. And what was the other slogan? Sir, let me tell you, there is nothing anti-Muslim about the CAA, but there is everything anti-Hindu about the anti-CAA protests. What was the slogan that was raised? Tera mera rishta kya? La ilaha illallah. These were the slogans that were raised at these protests, sir. And those who were slaying these slogans, those who were perpetrating this violence, were portrayed as victims by the intellectual jihadis who write for this ecosystem in the newspapers. And these people who raised these slogans of Tukde Tukde of Bharat, of Kafiron se Azadi, they were given an impression that they were victims of police brutality, and people called them Shiros. Shiros.
Rahul Gandhi is no more than a Twitter troll. His politics is limited to his tweets. He is absent from the parliament when the parliament is in session. He is absent from the streets. He is absent from his party meetings. So he is like these anonymous trolls who you don't know where they are,
but keep tweeting. So I don't think Rahul Gandhi's tweets have any implication beyond Twitter, and therefore there need not be any serious political response to his tweets. Secondly, it is difficult to comprehend how Rahul Gandhi understands the problem of unemployment when he has never had a single day's job that he has performed in his life. So he doesn't know the pains of an unemployed youth. Whether he would have got a job or not, it would not have made any difference to him or his family. So an entitled prince trying to whip up an issue on which he has no moral authority to speak on is baffling at the very least. If Modi gets elected again, the ways of the past 60 years will not continue again. All those dreams which perhaps Tejasvi Yadav was growing up with, thinking by one day even I will become like Lalu Prasad. He now knows that India has changed and that he cannot have another fodder scam because Modi will not allow it. Is why the entire dynasty from Kashmir to Kanyakumari have come together. From Omar Abdullah in Kashmir to MK Stalin in Kanyakumari, everybody want to stop Narendra Modi because they know their private enterprise will stop the Narendra Modi comes again. What is their agenda? Former Prime Minister Deve Gowda, who hails from my state, in a recent political rally, he said the only agenda of our coalition is to stop Modi. They're openly saying it. How can someone be more shameful? Modi is saying my agenda is a new India. My agenda is a $5 trillion economy. My idea is in 2020 a superpower. This is one agenda on the side. On the other hand, you have all of these jokers coming together and doing circus every single day and saying our agenda is to stop him.
Shut up. Girl, you talk too much. Shut up. Talk too much. Shut up.
There are false equivalences drawn, like how Danish Aliji is now trying to draw false equivalence between Hindutva and like how it was drawn earlier as Hindutva and Islamism. How false equivalences are drawn. Let me give an example. In the previous discussion, there was a discussion going on about Jai Shri Ram as a slogan which we must all be vigilant against. There is a difference between Jai Shri Ram and there is a difference between La ilaha illallah. And the difference is this. While Jai Shri Ram means victory to Lord Rama, La ilaha illallah primarily and precisely means there is no God but Allah. It is denying the existence of other faiths and gods. This is the inherent exclusivist nature of Abrahamic religions like Christianity and Islam. Now, the false equivalence that I'm speaking about is this. Jai Shri Ram is made equal to La ilaha illallah when theoretically, etymologically, it is not. RSS, Bajrang Dal, is made, a false equivalence is drawn. Bajrang Dal equals Simi. It is not. Simi is a cutthroat Islamic terrorist organization, and we must name it and shame it in that very manner.
Graham Staines and his sons were burnt alive by Bajrang Dal. It is a nationalist organization.
That's precisely my point, sir. Why was Graham Staines going and putting aggression on the Hindus and tribals there, trying to convert them? Conversion is the biggest form of religious intolerance and aggression. Jyotimani ji, like any young man or girl here, I am equally for the idea that each young man or girl in India must have the freedom to choose and love whoever she or he wants. That's a personal choice that must be respected. But unfortunately, your party does not believe in it because until the abrogation of Article 370, a girl in Kashmir, if she chose to fall in love with a Kannadiga or a Tamilian, would lose her property rights. She couldn't get her inheritance. She had no choice to love. She had no choice to love who she wants. If she chose to love or marry someone from outside of Kashmir, she had to pay an extremely heavy price. And you oppose that, and today you are coming here and have an hypocritical sense, giving us a lecture on freedom of choice and who we should choose to love. Rahul, the fundamental philosophy of the Bharatiya Janata Party
is about respecting the indigenous diversity about India. We respect every culture that is born in this land. Whether it is our languages, whether it is our dress, whether it is our customs, it is only the BJP which firmly believes that there is an inherent oneness in the cultural space of India, which apparently is so diverse. I was shocked to know that Jyotimani ji, I have tremendous respect for you, but what do you mean when you say India is not one nation? What do you mean we are not one nation? When a fellow Punjabi soldier dies at the border, it doesn't matter if I am a Kannadi guy in Bangalore, I cry for him because I connect with him because we are the same one nation.
He just said that the Prime Minister doesn't have to do what his opponents did to him.
What are you expecting the Prime Minister of the country, who is a political activist and political worker in nature, what do you want him to be? Do you want him to be a saint? This is politics, Nidhi. This is real politics. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is very different from remote control Prime Minister Manmohan Singh.
45 साल में नहीं थी उतना आज अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है। हम तो ये कहते हैं कि एबीवीपी, आरएसएस और भाजपा के अंदर जो हिंदू बेरोजगार है, मोदी साहब कम से कम उनको रोजगार दे देते हैं। 24 लाख गवर्नमेंट सैंक्शन जॉब्स पड़ी है, वो भी आप नहीं दिए, तो इस मुद्दे पर बात होनी चाहिए। हेमंत करकरे जी को गाली देकर आप क्या
respond to this, that any electoral verdict cannot be a referendum on a court case. The court case continues, and this issue, this election should really be fought on economic issues, not on polarizing issues.
Rahul, what happens in the court is a altogether separate matter, but this is a far more important question which will be answered in the people's court. Now, why Jignesh Mevani wants to change the goalpost is because he is already aware that Digvijay Singh and his
I'm talking about unemployment.
Hear me out. Bhai, I heard you. Please listen. Because you are the champions of so-called freedom of expression. Please hear me out. So,
I'm proud of that.
The reason why he is trying to change the goalpost today is because he is aware that Digvijay Singh and the conspiracy of Hindu terror that he and Jignesh represent will face a humiliating electoral defeat in Bhopal. Rahul, the reason why Sadhvi's candidature is so important is because it's a symbolic gesture where the BJP is making an attempt to wash off the taint of Hindu terror that was cast upon a peace-loving society, civilization as great as the Hindu civilization. Now, Jignesh Mevani, whose hatred for Hinduism and anything Hindu is as clear as daylight, makes a statement in Delhi 2 days ago that we should not send our young people to Ayodhya and Kumbh, but we must send them to Oxford and Cambridge. We believe, Rahul,
this is what Baba Saheb Ambedkar has taught us.
We believe that, as practicing Hindus who are culturally not deracinated like Jignesh, we can still go to Oxford, we can still go to Cambridge, we can ourselves build universities as great as Nalanda and Takshashila and also be rooted enough to go to Ayodhya and Kumbh.
उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी। अगर वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। जितना हो सके उतना ज़्यादा वीडियो को शेयर कीजिए और अपने भाई को सपोर्ट कीजिए। जय श्री राम।